All right, boys, we're back. It's time to go into free agency. We're going to top off our team a little bit here. It's Sunday afternoon. The Super Bowl is on tonight, so I'm going to be watching that. I got to watch the Patriots get revenge on the Giants. But before that happens, I'll pop out a nice little GM mode commentary, but that's going to be the only video for today, all right, boys? I want to watch the Super Bowl tonight. So, in this video, we'll make it a bit longer than normal, but we'll go into free agency here. I got 44 players under contract, so I can re-sign 6. And I got almost $8 million worth. So, I mean, I can sign pretty much anyone I want to who's on the unrestricted free agency list right here. And you got Wisnowski, Douglas Murray, Jerome McGinley. Okay, first of all, I don't need any defensemen. I like my defensive core. So I'm just going to sort by forwards. Unrestricted free agent. Okay, so you guys were all saying sign Jerome, and I want to sign Jerome myself. Let's see where he fits in. Offensively, he's, well, first of all, look at his potential. E for offense. D for defense, and D minus for athleticism. So he's not going to be that good come next year, maybe even the playoffs. Offensively, he's taking a hit. It's only lower 80s, no 70s, but lower 80s. So just right there, I'm thinking third or fourth line grinder as a power forward. The defensive category is still pretty good. 83 for aggressiveness, 88 for body checking, 84 defensive awareness. His discipline is kind of crap, but then shot blocking and stick checking. So his defensive category is pretty solid. He's got solid poise. Yeah, maybe a penalty killer back there on the third or fourth line. Yeah, I'm going to pick up Jerome McGinley for my fourth line, boys. That's right, I'm going to do it. 1 year, that's perfect. At 2 points, I want to make sure I get this guy. 2.7. 2.7 should do it. There you go. Now, that should take me down to about 5 mil. So I'm going to have about 5 million left, and there was one position, the only position that I wanted, because we dropped Manny Malhotra, was the fourth line center position. We go down, okay, so Manny's down here, 82. He's not bad. Steckel, Peverly. Nah, he's more of a two-way forward. I'm looking for a grinder. Nilsson, playmaker, no. Thomas Fleischman, no, playmaker. Vermette, two-way forward. You know what? Vermette might not be a bad player to sign. If I have the cap space, really try to make a move for the Stanley Cup this year. Have Jerome McGinley and Antoine Vermette on the fourth line, because we can. We can. Our salary cap is fine for this year. That's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and sign Antoine Vermette to a 1 year, a 2 year. There's nobody else interested in him right now. So 1 year, I'm going to have $5 million left after that Jerome deal. At 1 year at 4.850, yeah. Let's see if he accepts that, all right? Now we have about 4 players left we can sign. Let's go to all players here, and let's see if any rookies that we can just bolster our team with. This guy, Dalton Swack or whatever, he's got good potential. I like that. We're going to sign this guy. There we go. Left winger, Craig Skinner. Ooh, he's pretty good. Yeah, get this guy as well. There you go. So there's a right winger. There's a left winger. We've signed 2 players. That's 4 players. I could sign one more, either a center or a defenseman. Actually, I can get both of them, Ken. I don't want to chance it. This guy's pretty good defensively. And what about this guy? No, he's not the great. Oh, he's pretty good defensively. Ooh, you know, I'm going to try and sign both these guys. Yeah. Tyler Lewington and Sam Pover. Zinus, or whatever. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Holy crap. All right, there you go. So that should take us to 50 players, but we might have 1 player too many. So for the last year here, I'm going to make a trade. It's nothing special. I'm going to do what I did in the first year, just clean up the team a little bit. Actually, hang on. Before I do this, let me go to contracts, make sure the guys with no years on the contract are all C's. Hang on a sec. C. Yeah, okay, they're all C's. And goalies? Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to clean up the team a little bit here, boys. Oh, sign free agents again. Goddamn, hang on. GM options, trade. All skaters. There we go. I'm just going to sort by years left. The guys who have zeros, that's the only guys I'm going to trade here. All right. 4, how many guys do I have? 5. I can do 5 in the next trade. All right. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go for a 3rd round pick. No, it didn't get that far. Let's do a 4th round pick. Let's find a 4th round pick for this year. 4th round pick from Boston. Oh, wow, they won't even take that. All right, a 5th, a 6th, and a 7th. Wow, okay, a 5th and a 6th? Okay, just a 5th. All right. Yeah. I don't care. They're just rookies. They're just rookies that I'm not going to sign anyways. I want to just clean up the team. We're signing a bunch of more rookies that we can do. Those rookies are better than the ones that we draft here. 0 and another. Is that all of them? Oh, no, there's one more. Ekblad. There we go. Let's find another team with a fourth. There you go. All right, so just cleaned up the team there, boys. No one's special. Now everyone's on our team here. Armstrong, Broll, Von Stralen, Tudera. Let's see. I just want to see these guys. I wouldn't mind releasing. Oh, this guy can. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this guy, Tudera. D for potential. He's got a pretty good defensive rating, but still, I don't like that. Von Stralen. I drafted this guy pretty high. No, 7th round. He's nothing special either. He's got good athleticism, but whatever. I'm just going to trade these two guys, boys, just so I can get some more space there. I don't want to have Vermette or Ginla come back to me saying there's not enough room on your roster. All right, I really want to avoid that, so that's the reason I'm doing this. These two guys for a 4th? No. Like, they're nothing special. You see what I mean? They're nothing special. I'm getting a 5th round pick for both of them. They're nothing special. Just giving some picks back to my this year, basically, and that's enough. That's enough cleaning up of the roster. There we go. Players under contract. If you look in the bottom right, we're down to 42 now. So it should be no problem signing these guys. Hopefully I get Vermette and Iginla. Bolster that 4th line position. Let's see. Antoine Vermette is on our team, thank God. Yeah, that's one of those rookie guys. Rookie. Okay, come on, Jerome. We need you. We need you, Jerome. Iggy. Let's get Iggy with it. Come on. There you go. I was extremely happy to accept your offer. Your cash offer was most generous. So, boys, we got Jerome McGinley, baby. Let's go back into free agent. We got 2 more players that we can sign. Let's just sign. Let's bolster our team here. Berglund. Oh, no, he must be restricted, yeah. Swenson. Safale, no. No. Berger, no. Laxo. Laxo's not bad. Tough guy. Yeah, I'll get this guy. Fantastic Finn, baby. And that first guy, Swenson, yeah. There we go. Actually, I can sign a goalie. Yeah, I'll sign a goalie. Not a backup, but just a young goalie again. There we go. O'Neill, sure. All right, boys. So I think that's it for free agency here. We did a lot. Our core players are basically still there, but we've added to the 4th line. Travis Moen and Kobe Armstrong might lose their job back there, but whatever. Manny Malhotra retired on us, so there's a spot that opens up. We're going to have to bring up Grigorenko this year as well, so we're going to have to go over the roster here. I just wanted us... I know it's either going to be Moen Armstrong, and Iginla, and Vermette. Those are the 4 guys back there who have to be on that 4th line. So one of those guys is not going to have a job come the season because our 3rd line is all worked out still. We have to still bring up Grigorenko. So, yeah, there's our timer. So, in this video, because I'm only doing one video today because of the Super Bowl, I'm going to extend this video out a little bit. We'll edit up all of our lines. I'll let you guys see the lineups. And then maybe before the next video, before we start the simulation, we will, I can maybe do one trade. You know how I start the season off with one trade? Start the whole career, off with one trade. Maybe I do one trade in the beginning of year 5 just to see if I can win that Stanley Cup. I'll let you guys decide that. That's still against our rules, but I'll let you guys decide it. All right, so we're in the preseason here, so let's go to roster moves. Get everybody up on the team so you guys can see this. Okay, so goaltenders. Once again, Jim Reimer. He is going to bring us into the playoffs once again. Naslund, you're going to be the backup. Yeah, that's fine. We don't have Kiprusoff this year, but that's fine. He can be a nice backup there. Defenseman. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need Hunter. Rene Hunter. Don't need Genovese. Look at my defenseman now, boys. Luke Shen, 90. Dion Phaneuf, 89. Mark Stahl, 89. Cody Franzen, 88. Keith Ollie, 85. And Jake Gardner, 82. Pretty good. And the only expensive guy really is Mark Stahl. Everyone else, look, 3.3 for Cody Franzen, 3.6 for Luke Shen, 4.6 for Dion Phaneuf. But I mean, Luke Shen's contract is coming up this year, but that's okay. We'll have tons of cap space. Okay, so that's good for defensemen. Right wingers. All right, here's where it gets very interesting. Kessel, Iginla, Grigorenko, Simmons. We got to bring up Armstrong. Okay, that's it for them. So we got 5 right wingers now. Left wingers, Kuhlman, Andrew Ladd, Travis Moen, Clapperton down here. Let's see how good Clapperton's got. Ooh, look at his offensive category. 82 is everywhere. He's got an 87 for slap shot power, so yeah, he is going to have a good clapper. And he still has the A minus for offense. This guy's going to be a really good playmaker. Like, he's not going to be good defensively, but man, he could be up there 90s everywhere for offense. Not bad, not bad. That's a good prospect we got down there. So Kuhlman, Ladd, and Travis Moen, yeah. Centers, Getzlaf, Giroux, Stahl, Colburn, Kadri, and Vermette. Here's the extra player here. What about this Bent guy? Is he getting any better? He's still getting better. That's good. He's not going to start our year. So, if we look at all the forwards here, we got everybody who has a chance to be up on our team. So we're only one or two players over the limit here. So it shouldn't be too hard to work with this. And I'm going to get your guys' opinion as well. All right, so best lines here. All right, so I'm just going to do this quickly myself just to see what I like here. You got Getzlaf, Kuhlman, and Giroux. We're just going to keep the lines the same as last year just to start. We're not starting the simulation in this video. Don't worry. I'm just going to set it up to what I think it should be. Since Grigorenko is up now, let's see how good he is. Yeah, look at his offensive category. He's the same thing as Clapperton kind of thing. He's not great defensively, but his offensive category is ready to go. And it's still an A for offense. 87's everywhere. So you know what? He's a better scorer now than Kuhlman, I'd say. Kuhlman's an 87, yeah, but he's got the defensive category. Yeah, I mean, he's 85s everywhere. He's got some 87s, but Grigorenko, he's got then some 90s, some 89s. Like 87 is a low number for Grigorenko. So yeah, Grigorenko is now going to come up on the. We're gonna have Kessel and Grigorenko on the first and second line. So those two right wing snipers. So Kessel's gonna move up to the first line this year. Grigorenko, Giroux. That means you're gonna be on the left side with where you got 40 goals in that one season. So Giroux, Getzlaf, and Kessel. We're gonna give them another year together. Well, hang on. Yeah, that's right. This is not for real just yet. Jordan Stahl or Joe Colburn. Who's better offensively? I know Stahl's great defensively, but offensively he's kind of weak. Look at that. 80s, 82s. He's kind of weak offensively. Joe Colburn, however, he's pretty strong offensively. He's a bit weaker defensively. So I'll give Joe the second line center position. Jordan Stahl the third line, our defensive center there. I like that. Okay, Antoine Vermette's going to be the fourth line center. All right, Jerome McGinley, fourth line right wing. I still like Wayne Simmons on the third line. He's got a better offensive category than Jerome. Look at that, 85s, 86s. All right, he's pretty good defensively. This guy is just great everywhere. He's a solid at everything player. I want to use him. Look at McGinley. Offensively, he's only got the 80s, the low 80s. He's about similar as Simmons defensively and even athleticism a little bit, but I'm going to put Jerome on the fourth line, boys, all right? I want his defensive category. That's it. I don't want any of that offensive category from Jerome. Stahl, Moen. So Moen's going to move back here. All right, so here's the interesting part. So you got Ladd and Kuhlman, all right? I'm thinking Andrew Ladd move up to the second line because he had a great playoff run. See what kind of year he had. He had only 12 goals and 27 assists, but that's because he played the whole year on the third line. Well, actually, no, he didn't play the whole year on the third line because we got him at the trade deadline. So maybe, yeah, he is better down there, and Kuhlman's better on the second line. Maybe. But here's the thing. We go into the rosters. We still have Colby Armstrong, who is a healthy scratch, Nazem Kadri, who is a healthy scratch. All right, so this is the lineups here, boys. Giroux, Getzlaf, Kessel, Kuhlman, Colburn, Grigorenko, Andrew Ladd, Jordan Stahl, Wayne Simmons, Travis Moen, Antoine Vermette, and Jerome McGinley. But we still have Kadri and Colby Armstrong on the bench. So where would they fit in? If we're going to trade them around, if we're going to switch them around, where would they fit in? Kadri, for me, would maybe be on the... how good is Kadri? We'll take a look at Kadri so you guys can see his stats. There's Kadri's stats. Pretty good offensively. Same thing as Grigorenko. Other than his shot, his playmaking stats in the offensive category, above 85. So they're pretty good up there. Defensively, he's still getting better, so he's not a bad playmaker. Maybe he'd fit in on the third line as a playmaker. I think Kuhlman is better offensively. He is. Kuhlman's better offensively than Kadri. So Kadri hasn't really gotten as good as I wanted him to be ready for this season. So Kadri, he kind of doesn't really fit in anywhere. He would fit in Kuhlman's spot. Kuhlman for Kadri, right? But I wouldn't put him on the third or fourth line. He belongs on the first or second line. But our first and second line are already stacked right now. Giroux, Getzlaf, Kessel, Grigorenko, and Colburn are all staying up. This is the only spot that he could fit into. Kadri for Kuhlman. Or maybe if you guys allow me to do that trade, we do Kuhlman and Kadri in a package deal for a young left winger that we can hold on to for the next years, but also someone who's good enough that can help us produce for this year, all right? So that's the question up in the air. Kuhlman, Kadri, second line left wing position. Do one of them take it, or do we trade for one player in that position? And then we also have this down here. Travis Moen or Kobe Armstrong, all right? I'll let you look at the two players themselves. One of these guys is going to be the grinder back here. Travis Moen is the natural left winger. He's a grinder. Offensively, he's not the strongest. Defensively, he's pretty strong. Look at that. Athleticism, poise is at a 90, so I like that as well. And if we look at Colby Armstrong, offensively he's a bit better, which I don't really care for on the grinder position. He's a natural right winger. Defensively, he's got worse discipline, pretty similar defensively, and then athleticism, pretty similar. He's a bit faster, but lower poise. So they're very similar players, Travis Moen and Kobe Armstrong. So you guys decide there. Do we keep Travis Moen on the fourth line left wing, or do we let Kobe Armstrong play on the fourth line left wing? And now that we're choosing one of those guys, if you guys allow me to do the trade, maybe the second line we package Kuhlman, Kadri, and Moen or Armstrong, 3 players for 1 left winger. All right, because that's all we really need now. We have a bunch of players that we can trade away. We don't really need Kadri. Look, boys, I know I don't want to trade away Kadri, but look, this isn't real life. This is this franchise. He's now 24 years old. He has a C for offense. He's nothing special offensively. Defense, yeah, he can still get a bit better. 76 for poise. I mean, he's gotten to that age now where I'm expecting him to be a stud. Grigorenko is a lot better, and he's younger. All right? Well, is he? How much younger is he? Yeah, Grigorenko is only 21, and he's got the offensive category. So Kadri in this franchise, boys, has really fallen off. I don't think I want him playing on our team. I think Kuhlman's better, but I'm willing to make that trade. Kuhlman, Kadri, and Moen or Armstrong for somebody solid there, all right? So give me your opinions. Give me your comments. Defensively, we're going to keep this solid defensive core here. Give me your opinions for power plays, penalty kills, the lineups, who we should use, where we should use them, because year 5, we're not just making it to the finals. We're winning the finals this year. All right? I haven't put my foot down. We are winning the finals this year. And do not have any comments about Jim Reimer. Jim Reimer is playing another year with the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right? No ifs, no buts, no hows. None of that stuff. All right? So there you go, boys. Let me know your opinions. What should we do to make the last year of the Toronto Maple Leafs GM Mode commentaries the best year yet? We're going to win the Stanley Cup 2 out of 4 years. Doesn't sound too bad when you say it like that. All right, boys? So let me know. Take it easy.